from WBBZ-TV Sports. It's time to beat the champ. Now, here are your hosts, Paul Peck and Sue Novoitsky.
From here on Grand Island, hi everybody and welcome to Beat the Champ. Sue, we have had 3 great weeks of competition here at Island Lanes. Today, it's time to have a little fun, and anybody that's ever been to Mallwitz's Island Lanes know you have fun the minute you walk in the door.
Yeah, it's still going to be competitive though, and there's a lot of people over there that we've seen on this show before, and the ones we haven't all live on Grand Island.
Yeah, I think anybody that's ever paid a toll after crossing one of the Grand Island bridges is entered in this, the Island Lanes Championship. We've got a lot of bowlers, we've got 4 teams, got some familiar names. We are going to have some fun. I worry about you so much.
Don't worry, it'll be fine. This is our 3rd competition here, so this is an annual event. I'm used to it.
All right, well, if Janelle says she's ready, I know you're ready. I might as well be ready too. We're ready for anything because it's the Island Lanes Championship. Let's get rolling. All right, fasten your seatbelts and buckle up. Here we go. It's the Island Lanes Championship, and we're going to start off with Team Wilkinson against Team Berg. And to sort all and any of this out, we welcome in the proprietor of Island Lanes. It's Mike Mallwitz. Mike, what are we getting ourselves into here?
Well, as always with the show, it's up in the air. That's up to the bowlers, and I just told them to have fun, so I think we're ready for a good show.
All right. Pat Scott on Team Wilkinson will lead us off. Sue, explain the format to everybody.
Okay, so it's Baker format, 5-man teams. The first bowler bowls the first frame and the 6th frame. Second bowler bowls 2 and 7, and so on. And then the anchor bowler bowls 5th and then finishes out in the 10th.
All right.
So each bowler bowls 2 frames, and it's a 1-game score. Okay,
so each team has 5 bowlers apiece on each team. Right. So you had to limit this to only 20 Island Lanes maniacs. Is that what you're telling me?
Only 20 maniacs on the show
today. Of which you are one of them. You'll be in the next match. So, all right. So Pat Scott for Team Wilkinson will look to finish off the spare, and she'll wind up with 8 pins. So now we slide over to Team Berg and Jeff Cricum.
Exactly. So he'll take the first shot. Now Jeff was part of a national doubles title. Him and his brother won nationals in Syracuse this year, correct?
Yeah, the Cricum twin brothers. They are twins, by the way. Yep. They won the doubles event in the standard division this past year in Syracuse. I was bowling with them and got the pleasure of seeing that, and it was really fun to watch.
It's not that easy to get an eagle next to your name, so.
No, eagle winning is far and few in between. So I was really proud of them guys. They did awesome.
All right, so after the strike by Jeff Cricum, now we go back to Team Wilkinson, and it's Kevin Tyler bowling right now.
This is actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you're correct. This is Chris Bugenhagen for Team Berg.
Good catch there, Paul. Good catch.
You got it.
It does get a little confusing with the Baker format, but we got you.
We're bouncing around. We're going back and forth. We got people all over the place, but it's just another typical night at Malwitz's Island Lanes.
This is Kevin Tyler.
This
on
is
Team
Kevin Tyler. Well, after we get a look at Janelle Sabin and the Castellone scoreboard, this is Kevin Tyler. Oh, we're on a nice little run of strikes here.
So is Kevin related to you in any way?
Nope, just a friend.
All right.
He moved up here from Tennessee a couple years ago, and actually he was working here for a year at the military base in the Falls, and I kind of convinced him to move here. He moved back to Tennessee for a while and then came back, and now he's permanently living on Grand Island.
Okay.
I know, I don't know how that happened.
All right, here's our team captain. This is Chris Wilkinson, and he continues the run of strikes. All right, so now we slide it over to Lisa Bugenhagen for Team Berg. Can't tell the players without a scorecard. In case you'll notice, because I'm using it as my cue, the numbers on the sleeves, the gold team rep is Team Berg and the red is Team Wilkinson.
Oh, nice shot.
Lisa is actually my cousin who's married to Chris Bugenhagen, also on Team Berg.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, right. We just saw Chris, now we see Lisa. I don't know how Janelle's keeping track of any of this. I have no idea. All right, so Lisa Bugenhagen will look to complete the spare here. And she will. All right, so now we flip it over to Team Berg's captain, John Berg. Right?
Good
Got
job.
it, man.
Got it. I'm getting this.
Apparently, I missed the Hawaii 5-0 memo today.
Apparently you did. Next year, initials on the bowling shirts, kind of like football numbers.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be helpful.
Yeah, that would take prior planning.
There wasn't a whole lot of that in this, was
When
there?
was this decided, BC?
What'd you just call everybody up this morning and say, hey, come on out this afternoon, we're going to do some bowling?
No, it was actually Monday night. This past Monday in
Past
league
Monday.
was our final day of qualifying, and so after that was when we held our draft.
All right, now back to Team Wilkinson. This is Jeremy Paguada, the 4th of 5 bowlers here on Team Wilkinson. It's a quiet moment at Island Lanes.
Yeah,
I
this
didn't
is
think
awkward.
those
They're
existed.
all in the bar. They went.
Oh,
went
is
to
that
go
what
do
it
a
was?
shot.
Okay.
Bar break.
They're all at the bar, right? It is a little awkward, isn't it?
That's a 4. As soon as that 9-pin went down, I'm like, oh boy, that's a 4. Here it comes.
Wasn't quiet very long now, was
Yep.
it?
So on a regular league night here at Island Lanes, you do not want to leave a 4 count, because that's what happens. and usually it lasts all the way through your second shot. They kind of gave him a break on that one.
All right, not a bad rescue there by Jeremy Paguada. Not bad at all. He took his grief and then he responded.
This feels like a good time to take a short break. We'll be right back with more action on Beat the Champ. Welcome back to Beat the Champ. Let's get back to the action here on WBBZ-TV.
And now a big opportunity here for Team Berg's Chris Bugenhagen. Where'd the giant pin mascot go? Did we lose him?
He ran out of battery.
He ran out of battery. I think we're all kind of running out of battery right now.
He started to deflate.
Oh no, we don't want that to happen. Once again, if you were with us on last week's show? Yeah, a little Facebook contest to name the mascot, right? So
Name the mascot. That's going to be coming soon.
Name
So watch
the
out on
mascot
Facebook for that on the
contest
Mallwitz
coming.
Island Lanes Facebook page.
there you go. So get your entries in to name the mascot.
Oh.
All right.
You can hear the little guy in the background. That is Brandon DeGotti's nephew.
Aha.
So believe it or not, another DeGotti being loud.
Well, see, he's already learned. If I'm coming to Island Lanes, I can scream as much as I want to.
Exactly.
You have to do that to be heard around here.
Yes. All right, Lisa Bugenhagen now. Oh, very nice.
Who trips force?
Very nice. All right, now to our captain, Chris Wilkinson.
This is a tight one. There's only 6 pins separating these two teams.
Yeah, it's a pretty close match here.
So let's see if Chris can back up all those team selections of his. How about that?
Chris's C fell off his sleeve.
I
You
know
might
the
want to
C
pick that
went
up.
flying, but so did the pins.
Jeremy will get him. Oh, Janelle's got it. Thanks, Janelle.
All right, so now it's Team Wilkinson's Jeremy Paguada, who balanced out that 4 on the first by getting the spare. So let's see if he can step it up a notch here and avoid the heckles of the crowd.
So I've known Jeremy for a year now, and for literally the last whole year, I've been calling him Jeremy Pagoda because that's how it's spelled. He just corrected me the other night.
Well,
I'm like, really? You were just going to let me call you the wrong name for a whole
I'm
year?
glad he did that so you could tell me how to say it so we didn't say his name wrong on the show the whole day.
Exactly.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
That is a big double. Big double.
Big double, 8th, 9th
Gives Team
frame.
Wilkinson the lead going
So,
in.
but now here's John Berg with a chance for a double. Let's see if he can answer. Yeah, not quite.
Not an easy spare either.
He's just lucky he got the 4-7 out and didn't 4-count.
He is.
Yes, we already know what that would have entailed. There's Janelle on the Castellone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram scoreboard. Don't forget, we get back to our regular competition next week from Billy Lanes in Bradford, Pennsylvania, and the top qualifier in the round of 24 down there will win a television valued at $500 from Dirt Cheap TV.
That's a nice spare.
That's
a really tough
great spare by John Berg.
Hate that spare.
All right, so Mike Cricum will finish it out here for Team Berg.
If he doubles, he forces Team Wilkinson to have the first one on the 10th. Oh, smooth.
There's one
That
strike.
looks like an eagle winner right there, folks.
All right, here's a big one for Mike Cricum. Let's see what he can do. Can he get that double that he needs? Yes,
that
he
guy.
can.
Wow, he's come a long way.
Hasn't he?
Yep. He was a late starter.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't start bowling until he was 20 or something
Right,
like that.
right.
All right, so here's the final roll for Team Berg's Mike Cricum. There you see the Castellone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram scoreboard.
Huge double. Forces House Shoes Johnson to have his first one in the 10th.
Oh, he knew it. He knew it. A walk-off. A walk-off triple strike.
Love it.
193 is the score posted for Team Berg. So now Mike Johnson will have to respond to get a win for Team Wilkinson.
Needs it.
Wow. I don't know what he's. Tell him not to. Tell him not to kick your bowling center like that.
That might be premature because if you 4 counts here, then you know, it's a different story.
Clutch strike from Mike Johnson.
Well, Johnson's been on the show before.
Yes, he has.
And he's usually clutch. So if I was a betting man and Mike Johnson needs one in the 10th, I would say he gets it every time.
Mike Johnson's been on the show 5 different times, and there's a strike. And a nice smile on the face of Mike Johnson, gonna lead his team to victory here. Well, that was fun and interesting, right?
Good start. Good start to the day.
Absolutely a good start. Absolutely a good way to get going. One more here for Mike Johnson. Wow, how about the anchor guys here coming up big in this one. So it's Team Wilkinson with a 207 to 193 victory over Team Berg. They will advance to the championship round. Who will they play? Will it be this guy's team? Stick around, we'll find out. We're back with more Beat the Champ right after this. Oh, it's a tough loss for Team Berg. Tough because you guys are never going to hear the end of this, right?
Oh, we'll hear the end of it sooner or later. Once we come back and do it again, we'll hear the end of it for sure, for sure.
Hey, Mike, how much fun was this whole thing?
That's all it's about is fun.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of it.
Yeah, and Tom, I'll slide it over here to you guys. You really wanted to win this, didn't you? You really do not want to hear from these guys on a weekly basis.
You know, league night every night, you'll hear about it at some point or another.
All right, well, it's fun. We had fun. These guys didn't have as much fun as they were hoping to, but we'll find out who else is going to have fun. Match number 2 of the Island Lanes Championship coming up from Grand Island's Island Lanes. More Beat the Champ right after this. All right, it's match number 2 for the right to battle for the championship. Team Mallwitz and Team Dio. We can only hope to have as much excitement and entertainment as we did in the first match. And Team Dio's Ron Cricum will lead things off, and to provide the most expert commentary, particularly on his dad, we bring in Mike Cricum, our expert analyst for this match.
Thanks, Paul and Sue.
So what about this leadoff bowler? What do you think of him?
Oh, hey!
He struck on the right lane. Good thing he didn't go on the wrong lane.
That's how you carry the tap. You do it again, but that's how you do it one time.
Always giving the advice, isn't he? Always giving the advice.
Always.
All right, so now Team Malwitz's Karen Bariza will lead things off for them.
Yeah, Karen Bowles in our Monday night league here on Island.
Great shot, great shot.
Good shot there by Karen. Yeah,
Yep.
Karen's a big shot there in the association, I know, right?
She is.
She handles
always
everything.
around.
Yep. If there's something going on in the Tonawanda Bowling Association, you're going to bet this lady's there.
All right, well, that's good to know.
She's your go-to person.
Hopefully she won't report anything that happens here today. We want to keep everybody on the up and up.
This might be the most controversial thing she's ever done.
Well, Mike, how much fun was that first match? I know you guys didn't win. That stinks, but how much fun was that anyway?
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I always wanted to come down to the 10th frame, have a nice close match, and everyone's having fun, everyone has a chance, and that's what it turned out to be.
Yeah, well, I joke with your team captain. You guys are not going to hear the end of this thing, are you?
No,
No,
we are not.
At least 3 nights a week, someone's going to bring this up, aren't
Absolutely.
they? Yeah, well, but that's what makes it fun. All right, now we turn things over to Frank Misaraka for Team Mallwitz. Nice strike there.
Let's go!
Yeah, Frank Bowles in our Tuesday night league here at Island, and he's been doing it for quite a while now. And
How many nights
has
do
lots
you
of
bowl
fun.
here?
I only bowl once.
That's it,
I bowl
huh?
Monday nights, and that's it. Work took over.
Oh, I see.
I work a lot of evenings.
Right.
I thought you had to bowl on Monday to make this thing.
Nope, any night.
Oh.
Even our mixed couples nights on Saturdays.
Oh.
Here's Lori Degatti. Oh, she needed to get that 7-pin to fall down. Well, probably looking back on it, Mike, only having to be here only 1 week of Island Lanes might be the best thing that's ever happened to you. You might want to thank work for that.
It turned into one night, and then it turned into 3 nights. Now it's back to one night.
Right. Well, all right. You know, pacing yourself, that's a good thing.
Keeps me out of trouble.
That's exactly true. All right, so Lori grabs 9 pins, and now Jeremy Zimmerman will bowl for Team Dio.
We started with Jeremy. We're going to end
That's
with
right.
Jeremy.
We're bookending our month-long stay with plenty of Jeremy Zimmerman. I was waiting for like a minor earth tremor to come knock the pin down to continue the Jeremy Zimmerman good luck. I think Jeremy's got a little fan there cheering him on.
Could be
He
his
does.
son.
He's got a little son, Mason, that he is, I think, 2 years old. That's his #1 fan
That's
these days.
awesome. That's great. All right, well, there he's going. He's going to go over and see Mason. So now we get our next bowler up, and it is Tommy Kalman.
So how does Tommy fit in all this?
Tommy's grew up here. Those sliding glass doors somehow turned into Tommy's gratitude. He did something back in high school that he was able to make something happen for this place.
Aww.
Awesome.
That's a nice story, even though we're getting bits and pieces of it. That's nice.
But Tommy's a longtime friend of the Mallwitzes and everything, and he bowled high school on Grand Island and knows everyone here, and he's a great bowler.
That's great. Andy Moran, not a familiar name to our Beat the Champ watchers. He's been on the show a number of times, particularly up here at Island Lane. So let's see what Andy can do for Team Malwitz. Oh, that's 3 in a row for Team Malwitz.
Well, Paulie's not going to get buzzsawed there.
All right, here's another
face.
familiar name. Yes, and face. And 6'7" long body. It's Josh Nowak.
Is that the pin?
That's right. Well, yeah, he's the one guy who could actually really fit into that costume.
That he is.
Let's see what Josh can do here. All right, he'll have a couple of pins to knock down. What do you enjoy so much about hanging out here, Mike? What is it that makes this place special?
It's like family. You know, every holiday comes around, you always enjoy going around and hanging out with your family and everything. It's like the same thing coming to League Night Bowling around here. Either it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. It's always hanging out with your family.
That's great.
Even nights we're not bowling, we come up, hang out, watch the Bills games, and it's a lot of fun.
I feel like I'd like to bowl league here, but then I'd have to get an apartment on the island, and that would be expensive.
Good point. Good point. All right, here's our team captain, Jeff Dio, finishing off the anchor here in frame number 5. Oh boy, that pin went flying up and over and around the 10. Again, another familiar name to our Beat the Champ viewers. What is it about all these guys that hang out here at Island Lanes that wind up being on the show a lot? Nowak, Dio, Johnson, Mallwitz.
Something in the water, Paul.
Maybe. Maybe in something in the water all the way around Grand Island, right?
That's the thing about the Mallwitz name. Mallwitz bring everyone in his family. No matter who they are, where they come from, they accept everybody who they are, and
that's great.
That's how it goes.
Christmas dinner must be big.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Might as well just have it downstairs.
Mrs. Mallwitz must be doing a lot of cooking around the holidays.
Oh, she is.
All right, and here's our captain and our namesake. It's Mike Mallwitz.
Oh.
Well, you'd think for as much time as he spends here, he'd do a little better than that.
Uh-oh.
He does bowl 4 times a week, so yes, you would think so.
So there are no excuses for that crazy leave.
None.
All right, well, when you got your name on the side of the bowling center, you got to live up to it. Oh, there it is. Well, that shut me up pretty quickly, didn't it?
This looks like a good time to take a break. We'll be back with more Beat the Champ right after this. Welcome back to Beat the Champ.
Oh, just will not go down that 7 pin.
Great shot.
Good shot by Karen. And there's your updated look at the Castellone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram scoreboard. It's been a nice quiet day so far for Janelle Sabin. I don't know that any of us thought that was going to happen.
Well, they put her board like way far away.
Well,
so.
That's for security reasons.
There's a long way to go.
Yeah, that's the Erie County Sheriff's Department prescribed how far away she needs to be from everyone.
Is that from No Names Mike Mallwitz?
Yeah, well, yeah, we've had a few incidents, right? We've had just a few. All right, here's the guy that taught you everything you know, right?
Absolutely not. He's taught me a lot, but not everything.
Ron Cricum for Team Dio. I was gonna say, nope, Ron, You don't want to be teaching anybody that.
No, my dad was happy enough to be there in Syracuse this year when my brother and I won.
That's great, yeah.
Oh,
the
good for
Eagles.
him.
We mentioned that. Tell everybody about what a big thrill that was.
It was unreal. We bowled such late in the night, and it turned. Not many people knew about it, and all of a sudden it came to the 10th frame, and I had a chance to take over the lead, and it happened. And my brother and I knew, and my family kind of knew, and it happened. And my family was there, so it was a lot of fun.
That was great.
That's big. So you knew the numbers. So when did you start looking at the numbers?
Around the 8th, 9th, 10th frame. I knew I was going to need to make the spare. I left the 7 pin in the 10th frame, and I had to make the spare to take over the lead.
Oh,
wow.
And
that's some pressure.
that was a lot of pressure, and I made it, and it was definitely a lot off my back.
And you know, I'm sure, you know, winning a singles tournament would be pretty cool, but that had to be even more special winning it with your brother like that.
And it's nationals. I mean,
Yeah.
that is a big deal, and that was a very difficult lane condition.
It was a lot of fun, and it meant a lot, just not for myself, but to do it with my brother, and then have my mom and dad there, and our family, and all our friends be there to be able to watch it with us.
That's
Wow.
great. Well, congratulations to you and Jeff. That's an outstanding achievement.
Thank you.
What time was the squad supposed to go off? What squad were you on?
We were on the 10:30 squad.
And did you get off at 10:30?
We were a little after 11,
Wow.
so we didn't get done bowling until about like 3 in the morning.
Wow. Oh my.
3:30 in the morning, you
3
didn't
in
get
the
done
morning.
bowling.
Yes.
Wow. Nice little pin action there. Gets Frank Misaraka 9 pins here in the 7th frame. So I would hope they had a nice little party here for you to celebrate at Island Lanes.
We have not yet.
Oh,
We are waiting.
what is going on?
We are waiting for the USBCs to receive our trophy.
Oh, well, perfect.
And
There
then
you go.
after that, we will have some kind of gathering.
So is that going to be on display here or in which Cricum home?
Well, I've had talks with my family and Michael Mallwitz about that. We have 2, and I will donate mine basically to the lanes.
That's great.
Their family. I said, why let it sit on my dresser at home when it could be shown off here at your business? So
That's awesome.
Awesome.
I said, if you can put it up in a nice trophy case with a plaque or something, go for it.
That's nice.
Good. That is good stuff. All right, here's Tommy Kalman. Boy, he throws it hard, doesn't he?
Wow.
Well,
He's
and it
got a
works.
few miles per hour on that.
Yes.
All right, is it going to be Team Mallwitz or Team Dio that will bowl in our championship match against Team Wilkinson? We're getting close to finding out. Here's Jeremy Zimmerman. And there's a strike. Somebody in the crowd likes it. All right, can Josh Nowak follow up that with a double here?
Well, they literally have no room not to miss. They have to strike every shot or this is over.
And they do not. Tough break there. So it looks like Team Mallwitz is headed to the championship match.
It would be hard for it not to go that way, although they're still on paper. There's still pins that have to be
All
gotten.
right,
but
we gotcha.
I don't want to be premature, but I don't think they're going to all double gutter. But just
You know,
to
we're
be
not going to
sure.
be able to live with Mike Mallwitz if his team actually wins the championship here, right? We all know that, don't we?
Yeah, Paul, you'd have to sit with him on your game and then.
No, we're just kidding here. All right, let's see what Andy Moran can do to try to clinch a victory here.
Buzzsaw Andy Moran.
Buzzsaw, that's a good nickname. Mike told us on one of the earlier shows he's trying to get Andy to a two-handed bowl.
He does throw the ball really nice two-handed, really
Yeah.
nice and smooth, and He gets more revs on it to be able to hook the ball down the lane a little more instead of playing so straight.
Does he still have that stop step in when he two-hands
does not.
Right. He wouldn't be able to because
No.
he'd have to get momentum out of it.
And he was in his he had not a bad year, but a weaker year, and we tried to get him to do it, and he just wouldn't commit to it.
All right, so here's Mike Mallwitz to finish this out for Team Mallwitz and get them to the championship match. And that will do it.
That will do it.
And a good clutch performance as Mike Mallwitz puts the strike on the board that will send his team to the championship match. All right, so Team Mallwitz versus Team Wilkinson. What do you like here? Who do you like? What's the scouting report?
That's going to be a close one, but I hate to
Be
say
careful,
it, but
one guy's got his name on the bowling center.
I think Team Wilkinson has the upper hand.
That wasn't the one I thought you were going to go with. So, all right, we will get you ready for our championship match when we return to the Island Lanes championship bout here at Mallwitz's Island Lanes. More Beat the Champ right after this. Oh, it's a tough loss for Team Dio here, even though you guys still think you're the better team, right, Captain Jeff?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right,
Definitely.
well, you can continue to perpetuate that, although I think you're going to get that thrown back at you a little bit.
Yeah, they caught a couple breaks. We left some 10 pins and
just trying to make them overconfident, aren't you?
Yeah.
Aren't you? There you go. All right, so who do you guys like in our big championship match here? Josh, Jeremy, who are we liking here, Mallwitz or Wilkinson?
Wilkinson, just because Mallwitz sucks.
Okay, on that note, I don't think we need to say anything else. Let's find out. Our championship match is coming up next from Grand Island. Oh, a little stare down between the captains here for the championship match. Our Island Lanes Championship, Team Wilkinson and Team Mallwitz. For the next year, whoever wins will have the ultimate bragging rights that I'm sure they will continue to throw at everyone else on a daily basis here at Island Lanes.
Well, they happen to be brother-in-laws too, so
yes,
that could make for
well,
some.
That's true. There may be other things involved there. We don't need to know about that. All right, so Pat Scott gets it started for Team Wilkinson.
I hate to say it because I have to believe that as much as Mike likes to win, that the other players like to beat him better.
I mean, you're telling me Mike is a polarizing figure, even here at his own bowling center?
He is
I am
not quiet.
shocked to hear that. I am shocked. The nice, quiet, serene, introspective Mike Mallwitz would ever rub anyone the wrong way, huh? I can't believe that.
All these nicknames we hear about, who initiates those nicknames? I'm going to have to believe
I'm going to
that.
guess that it's him. Yeah, I'm going to guess that it's Mike. But now let's give Mike credit. His bowling has backed up. He is cashing the check that his mouth is writing here so far. So he's bowled very well. His team has bowled very well. So let's see what happens.
Well, they do have the high score so far.
This is Karen Bariza of Team Mallwitz. Yes, that 215 and 179 victory over Team Dio was the high score, slightly ahead of the 207 193 win for Team Wilkinson. So the bowling has been good. We certainly been having fun. I know hopefully you at home watching are enjoying the vibe that is coming out of this. It's just a fun place to be. And as Mike Crickham said, there is just a sense of family and community. And not just here at Island Lanes. We hear that at a lot of the bowling centers around Western New York. Whether you hang out at your bowling center in Tonawanda or Amherst or Bradford or Jamestown or wherever it may be, it's a family atmosphere. It's a community place to come hang out. And that's what's so great about this sport.
It's exactly what's so great about this sport. And if you're a bowler and you're somewhere on a business trip and you're all by yourself, if you walk into a bowling center, you're going to have a bunch of friends because it's just the way bowlers are. They're very welcoming.
Yeah, and just like any good friends, they're going to throw as many shots at you as they are going to pat you on the back. So, all right, this is Frank Misuraka for Team Mallwitz. You know, and I think some of it, you know, it's the dynamic of living here on Grand Island. I think the people that live here, because it's an island, because it's not connected to a lot of other places, there's an added sense of the community of being a part of Grand Island here. And if the Mallwitz's Island Lanes is one of the community gathering spots, then maybe everyone can understand why it's like that.
One thing that's happened on the lanes right now is that they're just getting very, very dry, which we're used to seeing in the fourth show. So we're used to seeing the conditions break down, and now there's been maybe a cocktail. I'm not sure if there's been a cocktail, but you know, either way, you get the day as long as you get tired, and then the lanes break down on top of it.
Apparently Kevin Tyler is very fired up about something going on over there.
Yeah, some inside joke that we're not privy to.
I guess not, so I guess not. All right, here's our captain. It's Chris Wilkinson, trying to raise Team Wilkinson to a win over Team Mallwitz. A little sigh of relief there from Chris Wilkinson. A little worried about that one for a second, wasn't it?
Yeah, that looked like it was going to be really high.
Yep.
Could have definitely been a nasty split.
It's been a nice quiet day for Janelle Sabin on the Castellone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram scoreboard. I may be speaking too soon, but it's been a nice quiet day for her. She doesn't always get those here at Island Lanes. And a good spare pickup for Chris Wilkinson.
All right, keeping it close. 3 pins so far.
Tommy Kalman is the next up for Team Mallwitz. Remember, this was the top qualifiers from the league play here, and then the top 4 were the captains, and then they were able to draft the teams that you see participating here. So a really fun, even build up to all of this here today.
Wow, does he throw it hard?
He does. I think that's the first time he hasn't struck. Tommy really does throw it hard.
He's one person that has no idea these lanes are hooking that much.
It doesn't
affect him at all.
Doesn't matter. Ball's barely touching the lanes. It's going so fast.
You're right.
There.
It's just hydroplaning 3/4 of the way down.
Exactly. All right. Not a lot of strikes yet in this championship match. Some of the lane conditions playing a role in that.
We got buzzsaw coming up.
I was about to say hacksaw, buzzsaw, whatever we want to call Andy Moran. Let's see if he can saw his way down the lanes.
Do we remember the story behind that? That was the first year.
I don't remember the story behind it, but I'm sure we can find out. Nice strike by the buzzsaw.
The action will continue on Beat the Champ in just a minute. Welcome back to Beat the Champ.
Don't forget, next week, for the next week's show, we move to Bradford, Pennsylvania. Billy Lanes, our debut appearance down there. First time we've ever taken this show out of New York State. And we'll have a whole host of new bowlers trying to knock Rob Gaddis off the throne. He's our advancing bowler, winning 4 in a row here at Island Lanes to advance to Bradford. So that first show will come up for you next week here on Beat the Champ. And we're looking forward to seeing a new place, some new names, some different bowling. Our proprietor, Paul Geiger, going to host us down there at Billy Lanes in Bradford. So Pat gets 9 pins. And now Kevin Tyler steps up. And don't forget, following our month-long stay down in Bradford, we'll go on to the opposite end of Western New York and head all the way up to Lockport, Brad Angelo Lane. So keep an eye on the Facebook page for the updated dates and times of qualifying. And of course, the top qualifier in the round of 24 wins television valued at $500 from Dirt Cheap TV. The Facebook page, Beat the Champ, and the Twitter feed at Beat the Champ TV is where to get all the latest information on everything that's going on with Western New York's favorite local bowling show.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, we heard some uh-ohs early on in that one. So that's back-to-back opens for Team Wilkinson. And now Frank Misaraka of Team Mallwitz will try to keep the strike chain rolling. We've had a great time. We've had fun here, as we always do. The Mallwitz family are great hosts. They support the show. Their enthusiasm is wonderful, and we thank everybody for hosting us over here for the last month.
Frank.
Wow.
That's 4 in a row.
Yeah. There we go.
Well, it's all over but the crying, because I don't think there's any way they can lose this.
The Team Mallwitz members that have bowled already can head over to the bar. Here's Tommy Kalman. Let's see if he can power another one down the lanes. Sometimes when you throw it so hard, the pins just get obliterated and don't bounce around and knock anything else over.
They're straight back.
Yeah, that was rather unusual. Straight back on the shot by Tommy Kalman.
He slows
Took a
it
little
down.
off. He dropped it from 100 miles an hour to 90.
Yeah,
85, Tommy says. 85, slow ball. All right, Chris Wilkinson. Trying to keep that namesake team alive. And a good shot there. Back to Jeremy. Well, maybe Team Wilkinson, if they can run strikes together here to finish it, can keep hanging in there.
Well,
make it interesting.
Their total that Team Wilkinson can get to if they all strike is 179. And there's 170 something up in the 8th frame. So if he knocks pins down.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I'm not really, not really. Definitely not.
See?
No.
All right, back to the buzzsaw.
Let's see what Buzzsaw does.
Maybe Buzzsaw can finish the slicing through Team Wilkinson here. Andy Moran. See, if Mike Mallwitz named the giant pin mascot Buzzsaw, everybody in Grand Island would appreciate it and know exactly what it means.
Well,
right?
It would be named after one person. Well, everybody else would be jealous.
Yeah, but you know, it's kind of a cool name. It's kind of a cool nickname, and everybody will know the significance of it. All right, here's our captain, Mike Mallwitz, to try to finish things off here. So
takes the fun out of it for him because he's already won.
I know. I don't think anything takes the fun out of Mike Mallwitz. Well, maybe that. Maybe that does.
I told you I was going to have nothing to do with my team winning.
Okay. 4, 6, 7, 10. Well, it's not going to matter because the final score of 196 posted up by Team Mallwitz is going to be enough for a victory, and this was a lot of fun. And of course, Mike's team wins, which means Mike will never let anyone hear the end of it.
That or
including us.
It's already set up ahead of time, I guess.
Well,
I don't
that too,
know.
right? Yeah, maybe something. Maybe this thing was rigged all the way, or not anyway. So, and now Mike Johnson's getting hassled for a crazy leave as well too. So there you go. Team Mallwitz comes up with the win, and we'll talk to the winners and the losers and wrap up our month-long stay in Grand Island when Sue and I return. It's Beat the Champ in Grand Island. We're back right after this. It's Team Mallwitz over Team Wilkinson for the Island Lanes Championship. Chris, how are you going to live with this guy now?
Oh, that's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a tough one. He's going to hold this over the family crest for the rest of the year. So, but hey, you know what? Mallwitz Island Lanes, that's what we do here. Have fun, and it's a family event.
Well, there you go. Good to see you have the right attitude, because you may not have that after he starts working you over.
So you're gonna let all these people back in here again to stay hanging out here now that they let you win?
Oh, absolutely. Like, he doesn't know it, but they all got money.
Well, I know there's always more to it, but great bowling. It was a lot of fun, and
I know how to draft a team. Told you I was going to have nothing to do with the win. It was all my team. Right there.
Well, there you go. How about that? How about that for a very nice, sincere answer from the team captain, huh? I don't know that I expected that, but that was a nice job, Mike.
What's that supposed to mean?
No, nothing at all. So Team Mallwitz gets to celebrate their Island Lanes Championship. Sue and I will come back and celebrate our fun month-long stay here on Grand Island when we return on Beat the Champ. I love coming here to Grand Island, Sue, but I'm glad we only do it once a year. I'm exhausted. Island Lanes wears me out, but it was a lot of fun. The bowling was great, and the people are great.
I don't know how they do it all day long. Mike keeps that train rolling all day.
Yeah, the energy level never wanes around here, does it?
No, it does not. And even though they may not be blood related, they are all a huge family,
Yes.
and that is the kind of atmosphere we want from a bowling center.
Yeah, well, we're a big Beat the Champ family.
Sure.
We've got a family outing in Bradford, Pennsylvania. We're going to head down there for that. Hope you join us as well, too. We'll see you from across the PA border for next week's show. Thanks for watching. A fun month in Grand Island. This has been Beat the Champ.